So Howard, what is that?
Well, the box says it's an Edison recorder, patented May 23rd, 1905. Other patents pending.
Wow!
And it's from the National Phonograph Company in Orange, New Jersey.
Oh, I've been to Orange, New Jersey. I'll tell you, we have found the most amazing treasures since we've been working with Howard. This is pretty cool.
And this is an early microphone.
Look at that.
And this came from my father's collection.
Wow, 1905.
He was born in 1904.
Mm-hmm. So that is something that you're going to keep. That's part of Dad's stuff.
Yep.
And then
this is also.
Oh, look at this. We're going to have to get Christy some close-ups. This is a diary, a calendar from 1925. How's that for old? Okay, well, we are making significant progress. We've got a lot of the shelves cleared off. The Bagster is probably 3/4 of the way full already. We're also bringing things into a pod that they rented where they're going to be holding a sale, and we're just moving and shaking. And I have to tell you, Howard is being pretty good about making decisions, but if you falter a little, you know, we've got Madeline and she's...
I get the look.
Okay, so one of the tips I like to give you, downsizing is very difficult, especially when you've been in your home for many, many years. So of course, one of the best ways to avoid having to downsize this much is to kind of periodically go through your home if possible and do that. A lot of folks, we recommend that they do it on an annual basis, maybe every January. That's your New Year's resolution. You go through closets in your basement and try to once a year weed out what you're not using. The other thing is to kind of really keep only the things that you really treasure. So you've probably heard me say it many times, if you save everything, nothing has value. So you really want to have in your home not only things that you absolutely love, but things that you need. So if it doesn't fit those criteria, do I absolutely love it, do I absolutely need it, you really can't afford to bring it with you, especially when you're going from a 3-bedroom home with huge garage, attic, basement into a 2-bedroom condo. So we're really trying to help Howard make some good decisions, but as an engineer, he's got a lot of stuff,
And that's a lot of stuff.
Yes, but you're doing
When
good.
I first talked at Madeline's graduation with them about the fact I was going to have to get rid of this place and move. Basically, the whole family was there, and only her brother was wise enough not to say anything, but everybody else looked at me and said, match.
Yeah, he told me that when he called me and asked for our help, and he's like, I said, well, do you have family, local? We'd be happy to help you. We just want to know if there's family that can pitch in too, which will help save on your costs. And he's like, well, they all live far away, and I told them, and what they said is match. And so I thought, I had never heard that before from anybody. That was so good. So I know Madeline has said a lot, while we're filming, and we're not necessarily while we're working, but not necessarily filming. So Madeline, talk about your family and some of the things that you see as kind of patterns.
My family definitely has a bit of the hoarding gene active. The one thing we do have going for us is we don't keep trash, we keep actual stuff. But because of that, it's valuable, so we can never get rid of it. So it builds up a little bit, as you can see from looking in this room. And because of that, my family on the other side also has that problem. So we've cleaned out my other grandparents' house and gone through immense amounts of stuff. And my aunt also married into a family that has way too much. So part of the problem is we don't really want or need or have space for anything. So he has to really keep what he wants, and the rest of it has to go somewhere else.
Right, so it's not like we can put it at your house or Mom's house or Dad's house, yeah.
Yes.
So let's press on.
Not only that, it turns out they objected dumping it on the roadside here.
Yeah, we can't do that. So thank God for Waste Management's the Bagster, because number 4 is almost full. All right, let's keep going.
When I was about 6 years old, I was diagnosed with what was always told to me to be child-type TB, as a result of which I was in bed for a year. And I was a very energetic boy. So my mother and father really had to work. And my father built this steam engine for me. It was a commercial one. The boiler was fired with an alcohol lamp. And it was decided that was not a good thing to give somebody in bed, especially a child. So in here is an electric heater, and as you can tell by the condition of the cord, this was done in probably 1942 sometime. At any rate, it surfaced when we unpacked some stuff downstairs, and I'm certain it would still run. I intend to go ahead and put a new cord on this and make sure the heating element still works, and then I'll see if I can still get it to run as a steam engine. But I remember, and it had a whistle, and it was rather shrill because it's quite small.
Coming up, Howard finds even more treasures. There are quite a few books given to different family members that were from the late 1800s and early 1900s.